Hi YouTube, it's Mama Doe Dawn. I'm a single mom of a little 2-year-old girl, and typically on every single Saturday I get on and I do a Sell It Saturday video where I talk about the ways that I made income over the last week. This week has kind of been a really crazy week for me, so I am getting on later in the week to talk about what I made last week. So we're talking about last Monday to Sunday, or I guess last Monday to Saturday. This is what I did to make money over the last week. I'm going to be really real with you guys. This last week was super hard for me. I had really low energy. Just things were kind of all over the place and I was trying a lot of things, but nothing was really working. So it wasn't one of my most successful weeks, but we're going to go over what I did to make money anyways. One, my Amazon business is reopened now. So I spent a lot of time prepping inventory in my office here and getting it ready to go out, packaging it, manufacturing it, putting labels on it, getting it scheduled to go to the Amazon warehouse, and I did get a pretty big shipment out, so that was good. I am trying to source a few new products right now because a lot of the products that I typically sell that I need wholesalers to supply me with supplies for, the wholesalers don't have my supplies in stock. So instead of waiting around for them to get items in stock, right now I am just going to start sourcing a few new products. And if you guys are interested, I'll be happy to share with you guys what products I'm going to attempt to sell on Amazon once I get them in. I'm still sitting on a lot of inventory here in my office, so I've just been organizing it, packaging it, getting it ready to ship in, and that's probably what I'll really be focusing on over the next week. Now I'll move on to eBay. eBay over this last week, I actually had a pretty decent week. I had a lot of items sell. Most of them went between $3 and $5, but you know what that adds up when you sell like 10, 20 of those items. I also took any long-term inventory that I had on eBay and I listed it on this site called Listia, where essentially you get like this cryptocurrency for any items that sell on that site, sort of like Bitcoin, but Listia's own version of Bitcoin. And then you can really only spend those coins back on the site of Listia. I'll put a link in the description box below, but it basically just helps me get rid of a lot of inventory that I'm sitting on, and then I can use the coins that I get to buy a few new books or something like that for Charlotte. That helps me clear out space and get rid of eBay inventory that, for me, if I've had it over a year, I want it out. I want it clearanced, I want it gone, and Listia is a really good place where I can do that. In terms of freelance endeavors, I really didn't have a lot of time for anything over this last week. A bunch of my maple trees did sprout. You guys know that I have maple seeds, so I have a bunch of maple trees growing currently, and then my juniper trees still have not sprouted, waiting on those seeds to get going. But in terms of runes readings, which I talked about in my last video, I didn't do any of those. I just didn't have a lot of time for anything. I felt super frazzled this last week. It took a lot of energy just to like work on my Amazon business, and that's primarily what I did. And then in terms of YouTube, I continue to get slightly closer to being monetized. I am up to 3.2 thousand watch hours and I think like 980 subscribers, which is really cool. Thank you guys. As you guys can probably tell if you viewed anything on my channel, I've been kind of trying out some different video topics, just seeing how things like that go, kind of just feeding into my audience and seeing like what gets good views. Some things have worked, some things haven't, but you know, that's part of being in the small business world. And I am starting to kind of view YouTube as a small business venture. It's a really cool community. I love being a part of it. So it's like a fun small business venture, but there is that potential income aspect, which is kind of exciting. And that was just kind of a quick overview on what I've been doing over this last week to make money. The main thing really was my Amazon business. That was a huge thing for me, and it's probably going to be my main focus over this next week. It's really going to be my primary source of income. I have a lot of things that I need to push out to the warehouse, really get that business back and going, getting it on track, and we'll see at the end of this month when I do my budget recap on really how much money I was able to draw in from Amazon this coming month, the month of June. But I'm hoping that it's going to be enough to where I can put some extra towards debt. We'll see how that goes. But other than that, I'll still be back here on YouTube talking about whatever comes to my mind, everything single mom life-wise. And as always, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.